This is my 2023 behind the scenes video. I'm just gonna walk through everything and gonna start on the front lawn. Um, so this tombstone is a Boscoyo P5 Mega Tombstone, and it's actually the thing I probably got most jazzed about this year. I got two of them, and the P5 panel just works extremely well. Although you can't see it, it looks so much better in person. I have another one, and I'll get to that one in a moment. So, and then next to that, it's a Poor Man Pixel pole from GE, and those worked out very well. I wasn't quite sure how they'd work out. I have 6 of them, and they all worked out very well. You know, I just have an angry pumpkin with the bow, and on the back of these, it's the first time I've done this, but I've used a receiver to drive 4 of these, and 2 other ones were off of extensions. Now on the other side, you know, we have the rest of my Pixel poles, the Big Boo, Happy Pumpkin, and this is my other P5 panel. When I did the sequence, I sequenced both of the matrices to different panels, and although the gamma color is a little off on this for the blues because it's hard with Bluey, but I ran Bluey just so I can show the different sides and how they actually look. It's for a single P5 panel. It's like I just totally excited on how they turned out. I'm also using a part of the yard that I normally haven't used in the past to go a little bit wider. It's well within my property line, but what happens is down the middle of this I get a lot of rain runoff, so it's kind of a little more wet and damp in this area. But again, I use a smart receiver over here to run less extensions, and so yeah, so for this one, again, I'm running 4 off of it, and actually for this one, if we look, it is 1 extension, and then the rest of the 5 props are off the smart receiver with some power injection at the ends. So that worked out well. Again, I don't normally run that. In the back are some impression skulls. These are kind of cute. I like the way they came out. I use them as, again, the bottoms are pixel poles, and then the top is just some skulls and some eyes. They're just on extensions. And then we can look at my bat from last year. That's the senior bat. I want to work on states to get them to flap. My cat, the hat. So 2 of those. I have my verticals, only 4 out of 6 verticals out. I'm gonna work on getting the other 2 verticals out for Christmas. We can back up and look up at my second floor, which is vastly different. So I have some GE rose wreaths on the ends. They worked out well. I had just some bats and some praying spiders. I have zombie flakes in the middle. I don't think I'll keep the zombie flakes. I'll put something else in there. They're okay. They're just odd spinners, and nobody sequences for them, and I can just put other things in there. Bats or more spiders or something more useful. You know, I have my horizontals on the end, my eave across the top. What I noticed is At some point, my lower eave stopped working properly, so I will have to investigate that and get that fixed for Christmas. So we're gonna move over to the garage. Here is controller number 2. Garage is what I call it, and it is running all the garage props, and actually is running the smart receiver over here by these bushes. Yeah, I didn't have an extra receiver port off the main box, so I just ran a really long network cable to do that. My garage isn't much different from years past. Spider, bat, ghost, PPD, GeoWreath. Probably what's different is the lower level. I got an extra bat, and I moved my spiders, well, 2 extra bats, the juniors, and put them on the side to get more action. I don't have the edge verticals out. I'll be working on that for Christmas to get those out there, so that hopefully should go well. Oh, what I didn't mention is up on the second floor, I built a smart receiver, and that runs the vertical, it runs the wreath, the light, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it'll run the vertical, the wreath, the windows, the bat, and the spider, all from that side. There's an SRX2 and an SRX1 in that box for Christmas. And then what I will do is for Christmas, I'll run the window and 2 flakes off of it and keep 1 extra port, just in case something happens. So then that receiver runs off of control box number 3, which is up in that corner, and that was meant to just run the rest of everything else. So you know it runs the vertical, the horizontal, the wreath, the windows, the bat, the spider, the window, the zombie, the window, and the zombie, and the window. And so we'll make adjustments for Christmas where those zombies flakes, I'm gonna double those up, so I have enough ports to cover everything with some extra ports. So now we come back to my main receiver. Again, it's the same box from last year, nothing different. This is my network and my Pi box, and it comes over here to a miscellaneous box. This has a transmitter, which I just turned on yesterday, but I didn't run the transmitter, I just had a speaker out here. 5-port network connector, and a Raspberry Pi for my panel. Now my tombstones, this will be interesting. So let's discuss my tombstones real quick, because it took me a while to figure out how to put them together. So this tombstone has a Pi. It has a Pi inside of it. So the network connector comes up to the Pi. It's a Raspberry Pi 3 with a Hanson RPI P10 hat on it that's controlling it. So it feeds into here, it runs that, and it runs this one. These were not designed to have a Raspberry Pi put on. They were designed to have a BlackBerry, not Blackberry. Oh, jeez, a BeagleBone, BeagleBone Black, inside of them with a hat, an octa-scroller. So that's how everything was designed. This one is designed and has a color light card inside of it. And I went with the Color Light card because after I put the other one together, I found out that the pies have some latency issues and might not work so well. And after I sealed it up, I realized that at some point I would have to update the pie, and I will have to take that apart to update the pie at some point. So I realized that was a flaw. So for my second one I put together, I built it with the Color Light card inside of it. So this way all I have to do is use an external pie to run that. And while doing some tests, I realized that on some videos the Color Light one renders better than the one with the Raspberry Pi in it. So eventually I'm going to switch that one over to a Color Light card also. I had some 3D things, some mounting brackets I printed up and went through a lot of effort to do that. So yeah, but overall they worked out phenomenal. They're the best thing I put together this year in my opinion so far. You can see that it's actually just I didn't render anything. It's supposed to be running on a bigger matrix. So yeah, that I'm just jazzed. So it's really the first time I've used a panel in my display. So that is my behind the scenes Halloween walkthrough. If you have any questions, let me know, hit me up. I'll be happy to answer anything that you might have. Thank you. Bye.